Easy. Jobs for the boys. That's today's subject. Now, there are people out there that don't understand what that phrase means, so if you're one of them, I will elaborate. A job is, of course, when a vacancy comes up for a position and a company advertises that position, and then they look at CVs and other things to do with applicants. And then they will look at what applicants they think is good ones, and then they will interview them. That's the way things normally work, right? But jobs for the boys basically means that when you take somebody, you usually ends up being a family member of an MP or somebody who one elite knows and to another elite, and they want to give them a nice high-paid job for doing nothing. And what they effectively do is that they create a job to give to this person. It's basically cronyism at its most egregious. And I think probably one of the most egregious examples of jobs for the boys I've just come across is that of the Prince of Soy himself, Prince Harry. And he's been given a 7-figure salary job for a kind of a tech company in Silicon Valley. And it just so happens that I have a description of his job here. And it says that he has taken on a role as an impact officer for a Silicon Valley business. And Harry says that he will be focusing on driving advocacy and awareness for mental fitness, guiding the firm's social mission and expanding its global community. That really sounds like a proper job, doesn't it? And then it says there that the other job that he's taken has been he's exploring digital disinformation in the media. Now, I just want to know there, this company that's given him this job, have they looked at any other applicants? Have they sent out an advert for this job? Have they judged Harry to be the perfect candidate based on his extraordinary life skills and his great work ethic and his extensive CV full of work experience? Do you think that they may have picked him for that? Or have they possibly picked him just because they want somebody with a famous name on their payroll? In which case, it's likely that this company is in breach of employment laws. I wonder if they are going to feel the full force of the law, such as if I happen to be an employer and I decided to employ a friend of mine without putting the job out for proper advertisement. I just wonder. This is a very good example of liberal privilege, not white privilege, because this is something that Donald Trump's son, Don Jr., has talked about in a book that he's written. I haven't read the book, but I've heard him talk about it quite a lot. His book is called Liberal Privilege, and it basically means that if you're a liberal and you're on the left, that you don't have to abide by the standards that you set for everybody else. The rules don't apply to you, the laws don't apply to you. And if you just want to just go and give a job to somebody without there really being a job vacancy there, just so that you can get somebody famous in your payroll, then they'll just do it. And they won't have to suffer the consequences because they have liberal privilege. So, if you think that it's one rule for everybody, think again, folks. This is quite honestly one of the worst examples of jobs for the boys that I have ever heard of. And I have heard quite a lot of examples of that in the past. Thanks for watching. Till next time. Easy.